Hi everyone in the replay. Hold on one second, I'm going to answer a message. Okay. I'm actually busy signing people up for the program, so that's super exciting. I started off this morning not quite knowing what I was going to do in my day, and now I'm moving from person to person, getting people signed up. So, how's everybody? How's everybody in the replay? Today we're staying on because it's telling me that the internet is wonky. I'm not staying on for a long time like I have been. Hi Dave, nice to see you here. Because actually I have a babysitter coming for my little blind pug at 5:30 to go to the beach. But today's module that we're talking about is not a big module, it's super simple, so it'll be easy to talk to you guys about. Hi Dave, how are you? I don't know if you've been here before for a live. Right now this week I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. Some of you know because you've been here. This is the second week of lives, Monday through Friday, and you'll find in the information in this post a bunch of links, and one of the links will say the sample module, and a sample module vault link. So if you click on that, there'll be a mind, body, spirit, and manifesting example of the vault in there. So when you open it up, just scroll down a little and you'll find them. Some of the buttons that are there won't work because they are literally for the program, which you have to pay for to use some of them. But there's plenty of buttons in there to kind of explore and play with to get a feel for what the program is like. I think at the beginning, and you guys are going to be coming on, so I'm going to talk our way through this because I feel like I need it, because I feel like I'm a little like up here. So before we have our talk, let's just take a few deep breaths and be in our body. So let's do that. You can close your eyes or just leave your eyes open. And I'm going to leave my eyes open so I can see if people are coming in. And let's just take a couple of deep breaths. So starting your breath from the very bottom of your belly, and then just very slowly bringing your breath up, moving it all the way up your body. It doesn't have to be to any specific place. Just let it come up and let it come up. All the way to the top of your head, nice and slow. And then when you're ready, just let it all of your exhale out, very slowly, very completely. Times I keep seeing the internet telling me it's not quite stable, so I hope it's okay. Let's take another breath in, slow, slow, slow. And while you're breathing deeply in and breathing deeply out, just imagine you're gathering up all your energy that you may have given away today, you may have given away last week, or you may have given away for the past 30 years of your life. Just pull it back in, imagining that you are complete. You are full of yourself. I think that's an interesting statement, right? In our world, it may mean something in a derogatory sense, right? Someone says you're full of yourself. Be full of yourself. Be full of yourself. So taking big, deep breaths in, gathering all your energy to you, and exhaling, and just imagining that you're bringing all of your energy down. Maybe you're even imagining that you are on the ground, on the earth, on the dirt, and letting yourself just ease into that. being present. That feels good. All right, so each day this week we talk about a module that's in the Learning Vault for the Magic Carpet Ride. The Magic Carpet Ride is a program that's starting next Monday. It's my baby. If you go up and down this feed, my personal feed, you're going to see Magic Carpet Ride this and Magic Carpet Ride that. The Magic Carpet Ride's a 6-month group coaching type container for you. At the end, you will get a certificate for the Magic Carpet Ride facilitator, someone who can facilitate the Magic Carpet Ride mind trips, and also a Reiki Master certificate. My Reiki program is pretty cool. It's a 6-month program, start to finish. Even if you've already done any or all of the levels, you may find it pretty interesting, and reading your energy and someone else's energy, and understanding what you're doing and what the energy that is all around us, why is it here, and how do we use it to our advantage. So Reiki for me is much bigger than just the word Reiki. And in the program you get 2 group coaching calls and individual calls each month, 130 learning modules, and it is, I've been saying it's like that Earth School that we should have gone to when we were in 1st grade or preschool. You know, how do we use our avatar here to the best of our advantage to create our best life? So that's what the program's about. And I'm just talking here about examples of the modules that we work on. There's new modules each week. So today I was bringing the manifesting module, one of them, to talk about. We talked a little bit about it last week, but it's called the magic of a post-it. Most people know what that is, these little things here. And it's not an unusual thing for people to hear people talking about how to manifest, how to create your life, how to bring the things into your life that you want by doing things like a vision board or writing it on a post-it and putting it somewhere that you see it a lot. But this week especially, it seems to be every time I start talking, this is what it feels like I should talk about, so I'm going to follow that. When we're writing on a post-it, whether it's a goal that we're making about our day, like I want to feel peaceful, or I want to go to bed knowing that I had a peaceful day. Or maybe it's something big, like I want to save $100,000 for a deposit for a house. Or maybe it's just your daily goal of money for your business. I do that sometimes. How we feel about it. So, you know, especially nowadays, because it used to be like, do this and you'll manifest. But now everybody's starting to really understand, if you didn't before, that it's not about writing it and imagining it. It's about the feeling of it. How does it feel? Can you feel it? Can you imagine it? Can you live it until it actually happens? Hi, Nicole. So I think that's what my message today is. You know, we have the post-its. When you have something that you want to create, a goal, a shift, you can write it on the post-it as if it's done, and you can put it all over the place, right? You can put it in your bathroom mirror, on the door that you leave your house or apartment, on your bedside table or lamp. But you can't just write it. Well, I mean, maybe you could write it and just put it there and it'll happen. That's the way it should be, right? But I would suggest, when you see it, you know, every morning when you brush your teeth or whatever, if it's in front of you, is to start to contemplate, how do I feel about it? And yesterday we were talking, if you watch the video from yesterday, it's about rotten apple thoughts, you know, that one bad apple kind of idea. And when we're thinking negatively, even if it's stuff that we don't even realize we're doing, you know, those of you who monitor your thoughts and make, work on thinking in a more constructive manner for your life, things sneak in. So I would suggest when you're using your Post-its, they are very effective. Contemplate, how do I feel about what's written there? And you can even spend a few minutes each day around your beliefs around the thing that you wrote. And I'm going to use an example because this is really easy for me to like put into simple terms. For an example, just recently, over the past month or so, I have been spending a lot of time with horses because horses have always been a thing in my life that I've wanted. But so it would be legit for me to like write on a Post-it and stick it up there. I want a horse. I want a horse. I want a horse that's mine. But for me, and this is what I've been learning a lot about, like here I am, 59 years old, and I don't have a horse yet, and it's something I've always wanted. All the reasons why I have not been able or even attempted to make that a reality for me. And things around childhood, I grew up on a horse farm, and beliefs of other people around me, and a very strict feeling inside of myself that I would never have a horse unless I was completely in alignment with thinking that I could afford it and take care of it. So that is what's kept me away from that reality my entire life, because I've never felt ready. Years ago, I started with I am enough on Post-its everywhere. Then I moved into I am love. And now I let all of my senses bring me there to feel it into being. So powerful, your suggestion. My vision boards have pretty much all actualized. Great advice. I want a horse friend again too. Thank you so much. You divine queen. Thank you. Yeah, it is. You gave me goosebumps, Nicole. It is. It's about our deserving. Well, if we feel we deserve it. And so using the Post-it. Hi, Hannah. Using the Post-it, the more that you understand the power of the Post-it or of whatever mechanism you're using, it becomes valuable in your process. And that's what's going to get you to, it's the magic of it is not this piece of paper. The magic of it is bringing it up front to yourself, helps you bring you through the process of how you get to where you want to go. And of course, most of you know, hi Christine. Okay, hold on one second. I took him out right before you got home, so he probably doesn't have to go. I lost my train of thought. I want to talk about one thing. So, I think the Post-its are pretty clear, and the motivation behind using them is to be able to go through the feeling of how you feel about what you want and allowing yourself to go through the process. Mirror work has always so been invaluable for me and my loved ones, learning to look with such love into self and powerful healing. Yes, Hannah, you made it. So I'm gonna talk about something. I haven't even talked about this with someone, except I sent a voice message to someone around it because I've seen about this. But I'm going to talk about it because this is probably going to become part of the second part of the advanced part of the Magic Carpet Ride. Or maybe the first, I don't know. But I was outside, and since yesterday, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and we were talking about what it would feel like to step into all of our power and what is preventing us from doing that. I think it's a rare thing with anybody on the planet to actually be, I know Marguerite, I don't know, or Peggy, I don't know what's going on my feed. I keep getting the notification that the internet is glitchy, so you guys can let me know if I'm completely gone or if it's just blinking off and on. I don't know what's going on. I'm literally right next to the router, so I don't know. We're going into retrograde, right? So I was talking to someone about what would it be like if I stepped into my power. And so I closed my eyes. It was actually one of the people that's in the program, but she asked me that question. And as I felt into it, I felt that if I stepped into my power, that I would hurt somebody. And as I was like closing my eyes and imagining it, I was enormous, like 2 miles, miles tall, so that I could literally walk around the planet, like a walk around the planet. It was huge. Hi, April. And in that moment, like I had all this feeling like I'm so huge, and there's this expansiveness, but also a feeling of like just my step would hurt people. And so I'm like, wow, this is a lot. I don't even know. This is a lot to deal with. So for the past 24 hours now, since then, I have had this like guide with me that is this enormous earth creature. Like he looks like the shape of a person, but he's made of earth, and he's enormous. And I've been being challenged with feeling the frequency of matching his size. So as I match his size, I feel my frequency increase and grow. Literally, like the vibration feels taller and I feel bigger. So then I started processing, and I'm going to try, I haven't said this out loud. When we are not in our power and we pretend to be small, that is where we can hurt people, because we're looking through all those lenses of what's in the way between us and our power, our disabilities, our anger, our worry, our, all of our triggers, all of that stuff. So when we're small and we're squishing down because we think all these things about ourselves and other people, that's how we then project not our best self. Yeah, yeah. The victim, the not good enough, the not, all that stuff. So that's what he was showing me is, when we are embracing our bigness, embracing our thing that, like, do you guys ever feel like, that like big dick energy, right? Like that big energy that you feel like you're going to overpower somebody. Who's been told you're too much. You're too much. You feel like you're full of yourself, like I was talking about earlier, like all those things. And then like you tend to be like, oh, I can't be like that. Oh, I embarrassed myself. Or, oh, I made that person uncomfortable, right? But that's where we're supposed to be. That's where, even in my position, and any of you guys who are doing coaching or healings or stuff like that, if we're small, if we're not embraced, like stepping into our power, that affects who and how we create our business, who and how we're drawing in as clients, and how they resonate with us once they get there. And I'll even say for myself, like I work on stepping into my power all the time, and like obviously today this is a big thing for me. And I was thinking literally the like inconsistency into our power if we're struggling. Michelle, God, you got to go back and listen to this, because this is like a part 2 of what we were talking about yesterday. So I have to thank you for starting this. So what I would say to you guys, and we can talk about this more, this is definitely going to become like a module in the program, is I've been thinking a lot about when I'm teaching this stuff, we can say to people, you to match the frequency of what you want to attract, right? Whether it's the relationship, the job, the location, the money, we need to match the frequency. But someone who's teaching like me, and we're saying that, I have always felt that there's got to be some kind of mechanism, like a touchstone, to understand the frequency before you're actually living the frequency. You know, you go to that yoga class and you do a difficult yoga posture for you, or it's new and you're uncomfortable and you don't really know what it's supposed to feel like, so it just feels like crap, right? Like, even if you can get into the position, it feels weird. So this for me has been a great touchstone to like walk with this giant being, because I can resonate with his frequency and raise mine to match it until I'm ready to live in that frequency. Dave, yes, that's beautiful, but that again, how do you, there's that mechanism of helping people understand that to get there, right? To get there. I mean, not everybody has our heart, but I have clients that I work with that when we get really in there, it causes a lot of sadness and pain. So that's my motivation of wanting to have a touchstone, you know, something to visualize, which the mind trips are a staple for the Magic Carpet Ride, to be able to have experiences, to be able to relate to where you want to go. Hannah, paying attention and reflecting on emotions. Yes, constantly. I completely agree, Hannah. Constantly, the how does it feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? Where does it live? Stuff like that. Exactly. Exactly. All right, you guys, that was a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in the Magic Carpet Ride program, or you're interested in just finding out about me, if this is your first time, in this post, there's a lot of links to go explore. Also in this feed, there's a little video. I posted it this morning or yesterday, I can't remember. It's a 45-second like overview of the program, and you can watch that. And if you're interested in more information, or you want to meet with me, just say I want to meet with you down in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. Dave, heart-focused breathing will take away the mind. Yes. Pain is found as it is real, and we become okay with real heart pain. We can begin to let it go. Yes, Dave, I 100% agree. That's awesome. It's such a beautiful process, right, to move through all the layers. Christine, I hope you have a beautiful day too. You're very welcome. Nicole, you're welcome, and thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And all the Reiki people, whether you're in my program or not, we have weekly Reiki practice circles online. And Friday, my dog's going to start barking because the babysitter's here. Friday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, we're having, I'm attempting to have a healing circle at a horse barn. I'm not sure about the internet there, so we'll have to see how that goes. But if you're interested in that, put that in the comments too, just that you're interested, and I'll reach out to you to get you the link. But we do have weekly healing circles usually on Thursdays. So if you're interested in that and you are a Reiki practitioner, it's just, there's a lot of like practicing, receiving information, and it's just a nice community. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You're welcome, Dave. Happy to see you here. Please come back.